My name is Elizabeth House. I am a sophomore at D Queen, and this is my first speech class ever, but pretty good, so it's fine. Anyway, my demonstration speech is over arm knitting, and you're going to need at least 2 balls of yarn. Super bulky. That's what you're going to need. You take your 2 strands, and if you know anything about knitting, basically it's just a constant cast on. It's basically all it is. You take your 2 strands and you put them together, make sure they're even length, and then you make a slip knot. Just wrap it around your hand once, take the loop, and pull it through just like that. You're going to slip your hand through it and put it on your wrist. Now, to cast on, you're going to take your yarn that's attached to your yarn balls, and you're going to want to wrap it around your hand like that. Pull it through your fingers till it looks like that. Pull your hand through it. Okay, hang on. Have it on your wrist. Pull it through. Just like that. And just keep going. And you just keep doing that till you get as many stitches as you want. And usually this type of knitting, you're only gonna make a blanket, kind of like a lap throw type thing. And then you're gonna wrap it, then you're gonna take it and pull it through like that and put it on your wrist. You're gonna have basically a thing like that. They're gonna look kind of knotted. And then to switch off to your other arm to get your other row going, you're gonna have to pull this into this hand, your working hand, the hand that it's attached to. And then you're gonna pull it off. Don't get it too tight. It's kind of hard to work off. Anyway, and then you're just gonna pull it off and then take the strand through the loop. And you're gonna want to tighten it up a little bit, and then you just do that over and over. Just pull it through, tighten it up, tighten it up a little bit, and just keep doing that over and over. Tighten it up. It'll start looking something like this. And it's kind of hard to keep your threads separate, but you're just gonna have to pay attention to what you're doing, basically. And you're just gonna keep pulling it off and tightening it up. And I got my tail in there somewhere. You need to be sure that you only get your working yarn on there. I messed up and got my tail. Okay, yeah. So then you're just gonna pull it. It gets a little hard to keep it separate, like I said. But you're just gonna keep with your working yarn. My tail got longer because I messed up. But if you just follow the instructions, you won't mess up. You take your working yarn, the yarn that is attached to your 2 yarn balls. You just take your working yarn and you slip off the one that's on your wrist and you pull it through. Just pull it through. And you slip it to your other arm and tighten it up. And then keep doing that with your working yarn. And just keep doing that. And you get kind of tangled up, so don't do this if you don't have a lot of free time. It takes about an hour at the most. There are other videos that I watch to learn how to do this, and you just keep doing that back and forth. And it's harder the more stitches you use, so be sure. And to make it bigger, you're going to use 3, 4 balls of yarn at one time, just to make it thicker and bigger. But just for starter, just use 2. It's simple. And then just keep using your working yarn. And it looks bad at first when you're first starting out, but then as you just keep going, it gets better. Like this, it looks awful, but as you keep going, it'll get better and it'll just straighten out. And then that's what you just keep doing. You just keep going till you're out of yarn, and then you just knot it off. That's all you do, is just knot. And that's it. And if you feel like you need to restart, it just slipped off your wrist and just untangle it. It's just, you just pull it and the knot comes out. And that's it. Thank you.